grew up in a household where my parents were at each other a lot. It was all fighting, arguing.
Yeah.
So I learned very early on that relationships are like prison.
Right,
So
right.
I wanted to commitment. I ran from commitment my whole life. I met someone who had an opposite attachment style where whenever things get a little bit rocky, she wants to like latch on, in a sense. Like she really wants to make sure that she's got my attention.
Yeah.
For example, I could come home and say one word that shows that I'm focused on my work, and then suddenly she's like fighting for my attention. That makes me want to run, and that makes her want to chase. We came up with a system where I said to her, when you feel triggered by me not giving you the attention you want and you end up spiraling, can you just try and tell me as soon as possible?
Yeah.
Instead of like the 7-hour silence. So that was the mechanism we came up with.
You know, and so, you know, one of the things that I've seen, for example, with my wife is that the periods of time where she gets upset shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink, because she can get from the problem to the verbalizable statement of the problem and the solution way, way faster. And one of the things you have to consider is that you're the problem. Maybe you're not, but maybe you are. Now you might say, well, why should you undergo the cataclysmic revelation that you're the problem? And the answer is because you could stop being the problem. Like that's the payoff. Because you might say, well, why attend to your wife? Why fight? And the answer is so you don't have to fight again. See, and I know this, so I'm a very agreeable person. I don't like conflict. Like I'll do almost anything not to paper it over though, that's the thing, to fix it. I know that conflict delayed is conflict multiplied. Get it on the table. Fight it through to the bloody bottom. Fix it and move on.